Hey guys, so you might be wondering why I'm doing another My Singing Monsters video, and that's because I found out a new feature. Now, don't worry, I've seen your comments. I'm gonna be going back to regularly scheduled Kingdom Rush, even though I've only done one episode on it. But the Kingdom Rush video should be going out tomorrow, at least by the time I'm recording this video, which is gonna be in the morning for me. Yeah, I mean, that aside, though, I'm gonna be uploading another Kingdom Rush video. Don't worry. Wings of Duty, I'm probably gonna be recording that after. So yeah, without further ado, you read the title. This is My Singing Monsters, but I replaced all the monsters' voices with my trash voice. Now, there's a record feature, and yeah, you can record your voice. So let's start off with the noggin. This is gonna be great.
Boys, screw furries. We're Anthrorox.
Yeah, so if you couldn't already tell, I also muted the monsters again. And that's because my voice is so physically ear-grating that if I left that on for the entire video, I'm pretty sure I'd kill half the world. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna unleash these horrors, at the end of the video. But for now, I don't want to grate your ears on this. Half of these are just me talking over them. So you'll see with the mammoth. Just mute that.
Actually, just subscribe to PewDiePie instead. PewDiePie's a much better channel. I mean, it's a lot better.
So yeah, yeah, we're just gonna keep going on with that. This is gonna be a running theme. You'll see that I'll just talk about random stuff out of the blue. And 90% of it isn't relating to this game at all, except for with, like, one monster. Alright, either way, let's go on to the, Toe Jammer now.
No, subscribe to T-Series instead. T-Series is a lot better than PewDiePie. T-Series will take over.
Yeah, so, as you see, I'm a bit of T-Series propaganda from our, Toe Jammer over there. Yep, this is where we're going at. I haven't actually seen a lot of people use this feature. I don't know why, though. The amount of memes you can make out of this is actually ridiculous. So now it's Drumpler time.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Vor Satan here. I'm in my preteen years though.
Yeah. So that's another one of my horrible jokes. As you shall see throughout this entire video. We got a lot of monsters to go through. I don't even think I'll go through the dipsters. I think the dipsters I'm just gonna save for the end, because of how cancerous they sound, and also because we can get through this video a bit faster. So now it's time for the Flog. An interesting creature. Let's see what he has to say on today's subject. We don't even have a subject. Whatever, you get my point.
Please, somebody help me. I'm a frog with 3 eyes and a crystal on my head. Please, somebody end me.
So as you can see, another fellow intellectual, obviously an avid watcher of Rick and Morty. If you couldn't already tell, he's already aware of his existence. Yeah, let's just move on. So now I got the Maw. This is probably my... this wouldn't be my favorite one. I think my favorite one are the Bogart and Gast impressions. Well, not really impressions, but just voiceover. You'll get what I'm saying. I'm stuttering like an absolute idiot. Let's just get through with this.
Hit or miss. I guess I never missed ya. You got a wife, man. I bet you took the kids, ya. Yeet.
So as you can see, gotta sprinkle in a little bit of TikTok in there, you know, to really spice it up. Crap, I darn it. But yeah, you gotta really just spice it up with some TikTok in there. So we got that. Now we're just gonna move on. Now T-Rocks, I think I left on the annoying little like this thing. You'll see what I mean. Like that little click sound. You'll see.
All these dang normies trying to steal my memes. Stop trying to steal my monster memes, bro.
Yeah. So T-Rocks, another intellectual, this time styling himself with the internet culture. Particularly the more out there side of the internet. Yeah, let's just move on with this horrendous play. Now, Potbelly, I don't know about the Potbelly. I'm kind of regretting my choice on the Potbelly, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it in here because I've already tortured myself for a surprising amount of time. It took me about an hour to do all this, and you might be wondering why an hour. Well, because I had to just think of the most beautiful comedy ever. That, and because it took me a while to see how the record feature worked, so I could use it effectively. So yeah, Potbelly. I'm just gonna play this and let you see, and I'll just let you listen to it.
I'm telling you, Cletus, the South is gonna take over once again. The South will rise.
So if you couldn't already tell, that was the big head, the main stalk of the plant. I was trying to go for a north and south type thing. You'll see when what I'm talking about when I'm going into track 2. Hot diggity.
You might not know it, but I'm actually from the north of the United States. You'll see what I mean as we get into the song.
So yeah, that was the northern side. This sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah. This is gonna sound dumb. This is gonna actually sound ear grating. I don't know why I'm trying to hype it up. Let's just keep going. All right. So you've gotten through all these basic boys. Yeah, these guys. I'm not going through the dipsters. All right, they're just they're the worst. Now I got the shrub. This one is one of my favorites. Not my top favorite, but one of my favorites. I think that I've done my best on. If you could even call this entire thing my best, which it isn't. But yeah, let's see.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Little Shrub, dropping a lit fire mixtape in the song Yeet.
So, yeah, I just added another yeet in there. In case your cringe levels weren't already going through the roof right now. And now we got track 2. Which, well, let's just say that it's an absolute banger.
Hey, committed tax evasion. Then I stole my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Skirt, skirt, skirt.
So, yeah. That's a little shrub. Good God, Jesus. This is what I've spent an hour on. This is what I have spent an hour of my life doing. Isn't homeschooling great? Only when you're homeschooled can you, do this stuff and think it's good. Alright, so we got all that. Now we've got the octopus. I don't know where I was going with the octopus. I kind of just thought up of something I kind of just thought up of something out of the blue and just went with it. I mean, obviously that's what I did for just about all these monsters. But octopus, well, it's interesting to say the least.
Hey guys, so believe it or not, I'm actually a squid that found an oak tree. I gutted its insides, its family watched, and I went inside of it. Yeah, that's...
So yeah, Octopus is interesting. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for Octopus. This just kind of popped into my head. Um, for Christ's sake. But yeah, that was just something that popped into my head, and Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the story of Octopus. That's how I came to the genius lyrics of Octopus. Now, if this game will load. Yeah, I'm sorry. This video is going in a train wreck. This is like my last video. This is going in a train wreck. I'm probably not going to be doing My Singing Monsters in a while until I find some new feature to absolutely abuse and just kind of make a whole mockery out of. But yeah. So all these cute guys are still asleep. Let's check in at the old recording studio. And, yeah. So you got all these bad boys out the way. Now we got Furcorn. Now Furcorn was kind of interesting. For Furcorn, I kind of wanted to match with the actual, I kind of wanted to sync up with what the Furcorn was, like, saying and everything. You'll see what I mean when I, play this video. Ah, boy.
Frickin' normies.
So yeah, with Furcorn, I kind of tried to lip sync with it. Almost, I'm sure if I spent more time on this, I could have nailed it. But to be honest, this isn't one of the things that you'd spend half an hour do. This isn't one of the things that you'd spend an hour doing. In fact, it took me an hour to do all the monsters. So yeah, I'm not spending another half hour on trying to lip sync the friggin' Furcorn. So now onward to the next big boy, which I think was the Bogart. Now the Bogart, I kind of wanted to make it more like related to the game. You'll see what I mean. Kind of made him a narcissist. Oh boy.
Hey guys, I'm the only good part about this entire game, so enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't know where I was kind of going with. I kind of wanted to make Bogart more of a narcissist. I mean, after all, to me at least, he's one of the best characters in the game. So, I kind of just went with that and made him into what he is now.
Just to remind you, I'm the best part of this whole entire game.
So that time I again tried to kind of sync up with what the Bogart itself was doing. Again, if I spent more time in the recording studio, I probably could have nailed it down. But, this is just a little thing I wanted to do. I might dedicate more time into this absolutely cancerous project in the future. But, until then, we're just gonna stick with what we have now. Now it's time for track 3. Probably my favorite track.
Look, I know I should be playing my part in this music, but I mean, I guess I'm not the only best monster in this game. I mean, you have the Ghast, and you have the Warbox, and all that. But out of the 3, I'd say I'm the best one. Just saying.
So that time, I guess I wanted to try and make a comparison with my other favorite monsters, which were Ghast and Warbox, and like I said, I was going for a more narcissistic vibe with the Bogart. So obviously, I just put him as number 1 on that monster podium. But yeah. So I think the last few monsters we have left actually are the Entbrat and the Ghast. These guys are interesting. The Ghast is probably the most interesting one. The Entbrat, I kind of mirrored off the Furcorn a bit with trying to like lip sync it. Let's see what I mean. Let's just say he's one yeet-y boy. Ah, boy. Let's just get this over with. So if you couldn't already tell there, I was kind of suffocating myself, especially at the last part. I tried to lip sync with the Emperor, but if you couldn't already tell, I put literally no effort into this at all. I mean, this isn't really something you put effort into. I mean, unless you're making your own island, which I'm not. This is yeah, this is you're gonna get. Now it's time for the gas. Probably my second favorite out of this entire thing. It's got another two. Oh wait, no. We have Clamble and Pummel. Oh frick, yeah, Clamble and Pummel. These guys are interesting. Clamble is another type of monster I tried to sync with. So you'll see here in a second.
Boom, 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 boom.
So as you see, a pretty basic track. Then you go to track 2, and then it's interesting.
Boop, 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 boop. Watch this. Eat. Boop, 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 boop.
So yeah, that was something. Yeah, for Clamble, I don't really know what I was doing. Clamble is another type of monster I just kind of ran with. I just thought up of something out of the blue and just stuck with it. I put on the old recording button and then I just said whatever first came to my mind. Now we got the Pummel. The Pummel is another monster that I kind of want to make as like an inside joke of the game itself. You'll see what I'm talking about.
To be honest, I don't know why I recorded this monster. He's so silent.
Yeah, so as you can see, for those of you who actually have the game and have the Pummel, you'll know that he's really silent. Like, you'll barely hear him. You might hear one beat or so, but unless you, like, zoom in on him, you're not gonna really be hearing what he's playing. And with those two monsters out of the way, we already did the Emperor. Now we got the Ghast, which is my second favorite out of this entire thing. He's got 2 tracks as well, but yeah.
To be honest, I was just a cat, but then I like choked on 5 hairballs. So now I'm like this Ghast, and like now those 5 hairballs are now becoming my musical balls. Does that sound?
So yeah, that first part might sound a bit weird, especially at the end, but then we redeem it with track 2, my personal favorite.
I mean, I didn't mean musical balls as in that way. I mean, like, they float around me, and I touch them, and they create music and stuff. You know, I didn't mean it like that way. Don't think about it like that way, man. I'm not that type of person.
I don't know what I was thinking with this. I went with the whole, Ghast is a homophobe type thing. Probably because of the floating balls around it. That gave me the idea. Yep, this is... And you might be wondering, why are you thinking about this stuff? And, well, it's because it's 12 o'clock at night. That might say 1:02 a.m., but that's because it's set to Florida time, and that's a hour ahead. But yeah, when you stay up at like 12 o'clock at night doing all this stuff, your mind just sort of degrades just a little bit. Just bit by bit, your mind just slowly degrades until you have this. Yeah. So now with all of that pure and utter cancer out the way, I bring you the best, worst song in My Singing Monsters history. I'll see you when I've woken all these beautiful Muppets up.
Your boy, little shrub, lit fire escape in this song. Hey guys, it's your boy, little shrub, lit fire this entire game, so enjoy that.
Ah, frick, why isn't this friggin' thing awake? Yeah, forget about that.
Stop trying to steal my mom. I'm in my free boys, hey guys, it's your boy. Steal my board. Stop trying to steal my mom. I'm in my free hey guys, it's your boy.
So, yeah, that chronicles the end of this absolute cancerous, short-lived trilogy that was My Singing Monsters. Hopefully your ears are not bleeding out, because, if they are, you won't be able to hear me say, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.